you so very much for being here. Thank you to those who I invited and who said you would come and you did come. Brother Dennis, Glenda, Fisher, Team Jessica, and all the merchandisers. Thank you to Pastor, thank you to the manager for sharing this stage with me. This morning, I want to share something with you that I'm learning in my schoolwork. I'm doing my master's in public health, and this morning it's designed to make your life better. And this week pastor was looking at Elijah, and I want to follow his trend, and I'm looking at the book of 1 Kings chapter 19. I'm not going to read it because it's quite long, but I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to read a few verses. I'm looking at verse 4. And here is Elijah, a great man of God. Songs are written about him. These are the days of Elijah, declaring the works of the Lord. He went up in a chariot of fire. He was the one who brought fire down from heaven and consumed a lamb. He was able to defeat the mighty Jezebel and Ahab, but he had some down days. Many of us don't know that. And in verse 4, here is Elijah sitting under a juniper tree, and he asked God that he should die. He said, "It's enough now. Oh Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my father." So after that high experience on Mount Carmel, there he is falling into a state of depression. And as we go through the verses until verse 12, we see that he just sat down under that tree for days, and he wasn't eating and fallen in and out of sleep. And an angel actually had to come and wake him up and say, "Arise and eat," and give him food. And not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. And then coming down to verse 11 and 12, God had to actually shake him up and say, "Elijah," he said, "I am a strong wind, I am in the mountains, I am in the rocks, and I am great." And when Elijah did this, he would have wrapped his face and he would have felt ashamed. Now, many of you know that I was not well earlier this year. And like Elijah, something had to wake me up. I'm going to give you a brief testimony. I had an infection. My feet were swollen. I was sick for 2 years. And the sickness kept getting worse. Some months I would be sick for just 1 week. Some months I would be sick for a couple of days. But this time the sickness just wasn't going away. And my hands were swollen, my feet were swollen. And on top of that, I broke my toenail. And I just went and I lay down in bed for days, and I just cried and cried and cried. And the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, and I wasn't getting any better. And God had to wake me up. A friend from the university, and who's a psychiatrist, visited me, and she said, "Melissa, pull yourself together." She said, "This is anxiety. Just get up, you have school to do, go and do your exam." And I had an exam the next day, and I didn't accept it, and I didn't do the exam, but a few days later I was able to pull myself together, and I accepted it. And it's from the moment I accepted something was wrong to me, was the moment recovery started to happen. And this may not be your case. You may not be dealing with depression and anxiety. You might be dealing with something else. You might be dealing with something that might be detrimental to your health. Think about it. What is it? Is it a drinking problem? Is it you eat too late? Or is it that you don't exercise enough? Or is it that you don't spend enough time with your family? You don't spend enough time with your God? Or maybe the things that you eat? Or maybe it's you don't drink enough water. Think about it. So I'm going to present to you 4 steps how you can make good changes in your life. And this is coming out of my master's program. 4 steps. So the first thing you're going to do is identify what that problem is. So think about it for a moment. What is it? And the next thing I want you to do right now, for just a few seconds, is just pray about it. So you're going to pray right now, by yourself. Once you've prayed about it, you've accomplished the first step. The second step I want you to think about is if I continue this behavior, what's going to happen to me tomorrow? If I continue eating the way I am eating, if I continue drinking the way I drink, or if I continue not exercising, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to lose weight. No, I'm going to gain weight, or I'm not going to have enough energy. Or I'm going to develop some kind of sickness that's going to affect my life, my family. Think about it. If you continue this habit that you have, what is it? How is it going to affect you? Write it down in your brain. I'm going to give you a paper just not to write it down. The word of God says to pray without ceasing. So, now that you've written it down in your brain, let's pray again. We're going to pray. So you're going to pray and we're going to ask God to help us to overcome that. Power. You're getting deliverance today. And the final step is to replace that with a joy. Replace it. Don't just punish yourself and deny yourself the big heavy meal on late in the night. You know it's not good for you. Do something in exchange. You're not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna eat a big heavy meal at night. What am I gonna do? Maybe I might go for a nice walk, or replace that mopey-dopey behavior that we have, and go pick up an instrument and go and join the choir or something. Find something that's going to replace that. Some people, they mopey-dopey, they go and they start drinking. You want to replace your negative behavior with a positive behavior. And with God, all things are possible, and God is good. I want to review those 4 steps. The first thing is to identify where you are, what's happening, what you are doing wrong. The second thing is think about if you continue that behavior, what's going to happen to you in a negative way. And the next thing you do is just pray about it, and throughout the whole process you're praying about it. And the fourth and final thing you do is to replace this with a deeper joy.
Amen.
I pray that you had a good morning and you will have a good day today.
Amen.
Thank you. I'm just going to ask Joshua to share out the paper so you could write down those negative things you want to get rid of, and you can rip it up and burn it and do what you want.
Thank you very much, Sister Melissa. Health is a very important aspect of human life. It is also the most challenging aspect of human life. Sometimes it's difficult to drink more water, eat less food. Trinidad is so populated now with so much different types of foods. But there's a book called Take Charge of Your Health. That's very, very important. Nobody can help you except yourself with your health. Right? We can encourage you. We can give you advice. But when you sit with the plate, it's you and the plate who has to fight. Thank you very much, Mr. Melissa. We like to start at the time. Our young man is coming. Peter. Nice to have you at church. Let us name these prayer for us.
Let's pray. Dear Father, we want to thank you for life, and we want to thank you that you are the giver and you are the sustainer of our lives. We are alive this morning because you have been good to us. You have been merciful. Dear God, for that we are indeed thankful. As we face this day, we don't know what the day holds, but we know that you are in charge and you hold the day in your hand. The Bible says that you know the end from the beginning. And dear God, with confidence we place our lives into your hands at this time. And we know, dear Father, that you will take us through safely. The merchandisers who have to go out and travel and drive and move from here and there, we pray your watch care and your protection over them. Keep them safe. The salesmen and drivers who are also on the road, we ask you to watch over them, dear God, protect them, keep them safe as they go to the be with us in the office and in the production line as we work. We ask for your divine watch care and protection also. We thank you, Lord, for your message this morning, one that encourages us to make better choices and consider seriously the things that we do that would negatively affect our health. Bless and keep us today. Be with Melissa, continue to guide her and give her the strength so that she will be totally recovered. And dear God, we pray that today as we face this day, we face it with the assurance that God is before us and God is with us. We thank you for hearing our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.